Hey, welcome back to a weekly podcast, Sales Made Easy, where we're here to make your life a little bit easier, give you some of those tips and tricks of things I've learned over my 60 years in sales. A couple things today I want to work on really about developing questions, right? So a couple things, there's 3 ways I want you to get in the mindset of asking more questions. I'm going to give you 3 different steps. First step is take a look at all your current clients. And if you don't have current clients, you're a brand new salesperson, I'd like to take a look at your company's clients and look at the diversity in those types of clients you might have and see the differences. I really want you to analyze. In fact, go talk to some of those people that are in those clients and ask them, hey, when did you start your business, right? Why did you start it then? How long have you been working here? And really get that curiosity of understanding that company. So even get into that thought of how many people work here? How long have you been at $100 million? What catapulted you past the $10 million mark? And I really want you to be curious about that company. Step 2, once you've done that and you made that happen, step 2 is something a little different. What I want you to go is to the internet. By the way, this is a great place to go for information if you haven't realized. Most of your customers, before they call you, are going to the internet and studying you. And if you never go to the internet to study them, you're going to a knife fight with a toothpick. So I want you to go on your top 25 list. Now, you're a good salesperson. I know you got a top 25 list. These are my top 25 prospects I want to go after. And what I want you to do is take one piece of paper for each one of those. And I want you to go on the internet and look at their companies and get some questions around their companies. And then maybe look at the people in that company and how long has this person been here? And look at the history. Every website has an about us on there or our leadership team. And I want you to read those things. I want you to develop questions around what you've read about that company. Because this is a company you want as a customer, you should get to know them. Why wait till they become a customer to get to know them? So you got your top 25, and I want you to take that list and develop questions about the people that work there, about the company itself, about the history of the company, about everything in that company. Not answers, questions. So the first thing we did, we took a look at our current customers and realized all the things we know about them and questions we might want to know about them. Then we've taken our top 25 list and gone on the internet and developed questions about what you'd like to know about that company. Third thing I want you to do is write down questions you should have asked. I want you to get into this habit of every time you walk out of a meeting, before you do anything else, get out your journal, get out a book, and write down questions you should have asked that you forgot. See, if you're like me, as a young salesperson, I used to walk out of probably every meeting I went into, even today, and I go, oh, I should have asked this question, right? That's an aha moment. Your brain just said, this is a wonderful question you should have asked. Because I was in the moment, maybe too emotional, I didn't think of it. So I got to train this brain to stop talking and start asking questions and listening. So every time I walk out of a meeting, I want you to write down 2 or 3 questions you should have asked that you didn't ask. So if you want to be a great listener, you got to develop the great questions, right? That's what good reporters do. So I really want you to build your curiosity up. Get the sales mind out of your mind and get the curiosity mind into your mind. I want you to be that reporter because in reality, wrapping it all up, these are the 3 things I want you to do. I want you to, number 1, look at your current clients and think of questions or things you discovered about them that you didn't know that were interesting, and maybe some questions you can ask them about their business now. Second, I want you to go to the internet and I want you to look at your top 25 accounts and develop questions around them that you can find on the internet. And then the third thing, I want you to write down 3 questions you should have asked after every meeting and use those in your next meeting. And if you put that into place, what happens is you get out of that intention in your mind. And you guys have heard me talk about your intention. Your intention should be, I want to see if I can help you, not sell you something. So we've all heard that. You got 2 ears, 1 mouth. We should be listening a lot more than we're talking. Well, it's easier said than done because in reality, when we were kids in school, when somebody asked you a question, your job was to answer it. And what I'm telling you is you want to be the one with all the questions. Take this tip and use it and make your life a little bit easier to just getting in there and understanding people. This is the Sales Made Easy podcast. We'll see you next week for another little tip that might help you get your intentions straight and make great relationships, which means great sales. See you next time.